beautiful people, today we are going to be making yogurt drink from scratch using just this and this. So let's get right into this video. I've made series of yogurts and all of them came out very nice. I've used Dano milk, I've also used cowbell, and this is called Lactorich milk, which I'll be trying for the first time. This would also be like a review for this Lactorich milk since I'll be using it for the first time. I'm going to be needing this small cup, measuring spoon, this is 1 cup, 50 ml, then this bowl, spatula and a spoon. First thing we are going to be doing is bringing some water to a boil. There are different ways to make yogurt. You can either boil your milk or use hot and cold water. The recipe that I use is the hot and cold water without using any pots. We are not going to be putting anything on fire. That is how easy this recipe is. Now, this yogurt culture we are using, can you see that it is 3 grams? You can use it for 1 liter of yogurt, okay? What I mean is that this is 3 grams and you can only use it for 1 liter of milk, which is the dissolved milk, okay? Make sure you follow this video to the end to understand what I'm trying to say. Now, we'll be using 1 liter of milk, which is the dissolved milk, to make this yogurt because our yogurt culture is in 3 grams, okay? So now this cup is 250 ml, and to get 1 liter we need 4 cups, okay? So we are going to be making use of this into 4 places for the water to dissolve the milk. Now I'll be putting my milk into this bowl. If you want your yogurt to be very thick, there are different ways to it. It's either you use 4 cups of this and 4 cups of water, which you see as time goes on. But I'm going to be using 3 cups, which is also going to be thick, okay? So we're going to be measuring 3 cups of this milk. This is 1. This is 2. This is 3. For your yogurt to form, it has to be warm, okay? That is why you either boil it and wait till it's warm or use the hot and cold method, which I'll be using. Now we are going to transfer our yogurt culture into this. So this is the yogurt culture. This is the size. Remember I said for this size of yogurt culture, you can only make 1 liter of yogurt. So we're going to be making use of this cup to measure our 1 liter. Now, instead of using just 1 liter of hot water, I'm going to be making use of 2 cups. That will be 500 ml of cold water, then 2 cups, also 500 ml of hot water, which will make 1 liter. If you understand what I'm trying to say. Our water has come to a boil. Now it's time to use for this yogurt. So now this is 500 ml of water that has been added to our milk, and it's time to stir. Make sure you mix well to remove all lumps. After mixing thoroughly, we're going to be adding our cold water. When I say cold water, I mean room temperature water, not cold one in the fridge, okay? Now we'll also be using 2 cups of this just to balance the temperature of the yogurt. And now we have our 1 liter of dissolved milk. The reason why I added hot and cold water is because I want it warm. I don't want to wait till it becomes warm. That is if I use just hot water or I put it on fire. I have to wait till it becomes warm. So adding hot and cold water is going to make it automatically warm. So this is me trying to test it and this is warm. Now when you are doing this, you need to make sure you act fast because your yogurt can get cold. Also, there are small lumps inside and I'm supposed to sieve it, but I don't want to sieve it because I want to see the outcome of it without sieving. Okay, so this is also like a practical video for me. Now this is our yogurt culture. We're not going to pour it directly into it. We're going to be dissolving it in this milk first. Now we'll be taking just a little scoop, add it to the yogurt culture. Now we're going to be mixing it thoroughly to dissolve the yogurt culture. After mixing thoroughly, introduce to our yogurts. So we've introduced the yogurt into it and now we are going to mix thoroughly. Like I said, if yours has lump, you can see, but I purposely left mine to see what will happen if I don't sieve out the lumps. And now it's time to cover. We'll be wrapping with a towel and also keeping in a warm place. You can wrap with as many towels as possible. The idea is to just make the yogurt be in a warm condition. I'll be using microwave for mine. I'll be placing the yogurt in a microwave for 12 hours. Kindly note, the microwave is not going to be on. It's just to create a warm environment. This is after 12 hours. Let us see what we have. Now our yogurt has formed and you can see how thick it is compared to what we put there initially. You can go on to sieve with a cheesecloth if you want it thicker or you want a Greek yogurt, but I'll just be mixing mine directly. So make sure you mix thoroughly to make sure it comes out smooth. You can even use your blender. Kindly click on the subscribe button for more tutorial videos, and if there's something you'd like me to make, let me know in the comments. After mixing thoroughly, place in the refrigerator to stop the incubation process and also make it thicker. This is after 2 to 3 hours in the refrigerator and you can see that we have the perfect yogurt. It is so thick and creamy, it can almost pass for a Greek yogurt. Now to the review of this milk. I think it is very nice. I love it so much. It tastes creamy, tastes good, and the funny thing is even without sweetening, it tastes very nice. Secondly, if you don't sieve the lump from the milk, it will just give you an unsmooth yogurt. So if you want a smooth yogurt, make sure you sieve. You can either leave it like that or sweeten with any sweetener of your choice. I made use of condensed milk for mine. You can decide to make more yogurt from this batch of yogurts without using a yogurt culture. Did you get that? I decided to top mine with grapes, almonds and raisins, and this is so nice. I gave my colleagues to taste and they all had good things to say about it. Now we have come to the end of this video. If you have any question, kindly drop in the comment section. Thank you for watching. Bye.